Afternoon viewers, welcome to what video? Video 7 on this campervan build, medium wheelbase transit. Done a few little jobs. That other cab area I was telling you about, I'd covered it in Reflectix bubble foil just to insulate it a bit. And I had a bit of leftover carpet from one of my other jobs. This is that 4-way stretch carpet, so I've just covered it with that. Obviously this is going to be a cupboard, and what I normally do is I store my sleeping bags and my bedding in here, so you need to cut down on all condensation. So by lining it with Reflectix and then putting a bit of carpet on, it stops condensation collecting and wetting all your bedding through. But you can put what you want in here, obviously, once it's a campervan, but that's what I use mine for. I've started to fit my roof battens for wood, for roof. It's going to be polystyrene insulated, then another layer of Reflectix on top, so there'll be an inch thick polystyrene, then another layer of Reflectix. Thing to note when you're doing this, when you're putting your roof up, don't screw direct into your cross beams. If you do that, you'll have a cold contact. So your screw is always going to be in contact through metal rib and then attached to the roof. So when you're breathing any vapour, any carbon monoxide you breathe out at night, it'll settle on your cold screws, what you've put through here, collect condensation, then you'll get drips, and condensation will rot your wood. So best thing to do is put your wood in through side with your screws in there, and then you've got a thermal break, because when you put your roof up you're screwing to your wood then, not steel. So if you're screwing to there, you've got steel, and that's in contact with main body of van, which will bring your cold down. But if you put a thermal break in, doing it that way, put a piece of wood in and then screw into wood, not metal, then your wood won't get condensation on, and that'll just lead to better living conditions in your van, really, and cuts down on all that. Reflectix are in all walls now. I'm going to insulate with that. What I'm going to do first is I'm going to make my wall panels up, because wall panels that come with van, they don't match obviously how I want them to, because panels only come halfway, and obviously I need them right at the top for carpeting, so I'm going to have to alter them, make some fresh ones up. And obviously this one's going to need hole cutting in it for window. So I'm going to crack on with that, and I'll get back to you once I've made some headway. See you then. Right, that's polystyrene up. I would normally use Kingspan, which has got it's expanded foam, but it's got polystyrene. It's got silver foil on both sides. But I've been all over trying to get some and I couldn't get none, so I've had to use polystyrene. I've just got to stuff some of that plastic, recycled plastic insulation in all these hollow tubes. I'm going to put another layer of Reflectix, that silver bubble wrap, on there, and then I'm going to put my roof panels up. So I know I said I was going to do side walls first, but I decided to do roof first, and then I'll make my side panels. See you in a bit. Right, I've made my wooden panels up for roof now, because most vans don't come with wooden roof panelling, so you have to make your own up. But before I fit it, I've got to stuff all these full of insulation. These roof supports, they often get neglected. People forget to insulate these, and it causes a cold spot. It's not easy poking insulation down these gaps. So what I use these fiberglass poles. These are actually made for putting wire in it. They're for pulling cable, but they're fiberglass. They're quite flexible, and you just keep, however long you need them, you just keep screwing them on, and they're a bit like miniature drain rods really, and you just make them whatever length you want. But I use these for pulling the cables through cavities in bodywork, and I also use them for pushing insulation in. So they're only cheap, they're only about 10 quid. I don't know if you can see that. These are called decked on 30cm cable accessory kit. Reinforced rope cables over ceilings, under floors, through cavities, trunking, and these hooks and rings and all sorts of carry on for pulling cable through. But that's the original use. But like I said, once you've bought them, they come in handy for loads of stuff. And like I say, I'm using them for poking me insulation into my cavities. I've got to keep pushing my insulation in. I've got cables in here as well, so I've got to keep my cables to this side because my screws for other side are holding my wood supports up. So just poking this in here now, and it enables you to push this all the way along. There you go, and you can push that insulation as far across as you want. So you don't have to use this, but it's just something I thought you might find useful to show how I do it, because it's pretty sharp in here and all, because they punched out edges, and you finish up, if you poke it through with your finger, you finish up with sore fingers. Right, I'm going to carry on with that, and I'll get back to you when I've done all that, and I'm going to put my roof panels up. Right, all these cavities are full of insulation now. I'm just going to go over it with this aluminium tape, if I can get backing off. I have a right nightmare with this. I've got arthritis, so I don't have to struggle with my thumbs. Come on, you bugger. I did receive a Gmail one day last week from somebody saying, why is it taking you so long to build this van? Well, truth is, I only used to work part-time, so it was great. I used to love it. I used to do a couple of days at work, and the rest of the time I could spend messing about with vans and cars and God knows what else, and motorcycles. But they've changed all those contracts at work, and I now have to work full time, which is a right bummer, because I'd sooner mess about with this stuff than go to work. So it's alright having all extra money, but I don't get no time to enjoy this end. I'm stuck at work all bloody time. So that's the reason why this particular van's taking so long. Plus it's end of season and weather's turned shite, so I'm struggling with weather, and like I say, I'm working full time now. So yeah, I'm just going to cover cavities where this insulation comes through with this silver tape, aluminium tape. Put that over there. It's all going to be bubble wrapped, and then I'll put my wooden panelling up, and it'll only be temporary because that's got to come down for carpeting. But I'm waiting for my carpet, my 4-way stretch carpet to come. I've got it on order, but it's not landed yet. Like everything else, they're blaming lorry drivers, they're blaming COVID, they're blaming Brexit, they're blaming everything for can't supply, do we know, can't get no in country. And once they do get it in, they blame same thing for price going through the roof. But that's it. That's me waffling again. See you in a bit. Right, that's another layer at bubble foam put on. It's not absolutely necessary, but I always do. I always put one stuck to the van, then my polystyrene, then another layer of this. All this down here will be stuffed with that reinforced plastic. So reinforced plastic, that recycled plastic I mean, down edges, and it will all be sealed in and nicely insulated. So I'm going to get my roof panel now, and I'm going to trial fit that. Hopefully that'll work, and then it'll only have to come down once more for carpeting. So I'll get back to you in a bit. Right, that's front section. I'm going to have to make this in two sections because it's too big to handle in one section. But that's front section at roof, made up, fitted. I've just got the trim back piece, and treat this same as front with insulation and whatnot. And that's roof done apart from carpeting. So I'll see you in a bit. Right guys, sorry it's a bit windy today, but another job I've been trying to get done, but I've had to wait while neighbours' cars missing off drive, is fitting awning rail. Now, it's only clamped on at the moment, but I'm going to be fitting that awning rail. That's why I kept this this rail off at roof rack. It's called I think it's called R section. What do you call it? Awning rail, and I'm going to be fitting that. Just going to stick a few self tappers in there. It's only aluminium. Never find out when the lamp's lit, I'm not kidding. Right, we'll find some screws. Right, that's first screwing. I'm going to work my way around and put all the rest of them in. Right, that's awning rail on. So that's another job crossed off my list. I'm sorry we're darting about between one job and another, but as weather and chat opportunity comes up, I have to jump on these jobs. So that's another one crossed off my list. Right guys, I'm going to call this an end to video 7 now. I think it's gone on for nearly half an hour. But to show you where I've got to, I've made all that panel into one panel now. Make it easier for carpeting. It's all fastened together and that is all one panel. I know that slot don't look very big for window, but because I've decided to keep this van, I've decided I'm going to go for a really big fridge, an 80 litre fridge instead of a 40 litre fridge. I've managed to find a 12 volt one. I'm waiting for that to come, so I can't really work out how high this is going to be until my fridge comes. I've decided to put a cooker with a grill with a small cooker underneath as well. So until they arrive, I can't work out. I mean, that might come down a bit yet. It all depends on how high my fridge is, and I've got to allow room for my gas bottles and my water. So that side panel's now all in one piece. I've had to make these up out of panels what were in van. Ones what come with van. That one we're already in. Because what normally happens is, when they panel a van, because at length of them, this van's 9 foot and its sheet's coming 8 before. So what they'll do is, they'll start there, they'll come across 8 foot, and then they'll tack on there extra foot to fill that in. But on this one they'd done it other way around. They'd measured from there, so they'd done 8 foot across and then they tucked a foot on at this end, which is no good for me because obviously I need to cut this out for windows, and because it's got a join in down there to tuck out strength out of that. So I've had to cobble that together, but it's made a nice tidy job, and it's gonna be alright once it's carpeted. I've just got 2 back panels to make up for windows, because blinds are going to go on there. And yeah, so I want to apologise for video 6. I had an issue with my camera. I dropped it on the floor and I broke my tripod mount off it, and sound just went to cock, so it must have damaged speaker, because video 6 were horrendous, and I apologise for that, and it were a bit all over. But like I said, that's because my tripod mount broke off, and I must have damaged speaker. So this is another camera I'm trying. We're only a cheapie off eBay, but so this video 7 will be more or less a trial for this camera. So I'd like to thank you all for watching. Thanks for sticking with me. I hope you found some of this useful information what I've put on here. I have mounted this roof panel, and I've insulated behind here. I've still got sides to insulate, because when I take them off I'll carpet them, insulate it, then I'll put them on. But I'm gonna put some of that UPVC shower stuff on there instead, just for a change, because normally I carpet them and I'm getting a bit bored with same sort of carry on. So just for a change, I'm going to get some plastic UPVC cladding, and I'm going to put that on the roof. I found a colour I like. It's grey with flakes in, and when that comes, that's what I'm going to put on the roof. It might not work, but it's worth a try. I just fancy doing something a bit different. It'll be easy to clean and wipe down because it's plastic. But yeah, we'll see how we go on. Right, call it an end to this one. Thanks for watching, and thanks for all your support. Catch you in the next video. See you later.